Previously on Game of Thrones.
My father is planning to make a move against your family. He knows all your weaknesses, all your plans, because you have a traitor in your council. He's been sending a great deal of gold to someone in King's Landing.
We were told we'd be speaking to Lord Tyrion alone.
That's enough, Andros.
North Grove? That's just some shit story for little kids. I've heard stories. Old tales of a secret forest within a forest. Your lord knew what he was talking about. I'm part of the free folk. People round here call wildlings.
My true name is Sarah Flowers.
You're a bastard?
I hope I didn't make a mistake in trusting you.
And if it isn't Elena Glenmore, you're not still marrying into this wretched family.
I will tell my father our betrothal stands.
It's a long journey to Marine on foot.
Marine? Shit.
What?
Unfinished business there. I don't want to talk about it.
If you presume to speak of my dragons, you best choose your words carefully.
Are you gonna be a good little forester? Learn your lesson? And stay down? You can be Lord, Roderick. So long as we all know who holds the reins here.
The foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward. Kill him if they give you any trouble.
I never did tell you about your father, did I? We bled him at first, like a pig.
I knew you were a killer the day you arrived. Seems Britt found out too. Now they all see it. What sort of brother you really are.
Britt was the killer, and worse. He got what was coming to him.
And you made sure he got it, didn't you? Threw him clear off the wall. You tried to lie about what you did to get here. But we both know you had blood on your hands. But now, you've killed one of your brothers. You'll lose your head for this, Tuttle. You'll be disgraced, dishonored, and burned till there's nothing left of you.
You won't execute me. With Mance Raider coming, the Night's Watch needs all the men it can get.
Honest men. Loyal men. Not brother killers. There's only one thing to be done with you now.
Hey, Frostfinger. I saw what Garrett did to Britt last night. I was there. My relief was late, so I stayed behind. Don't listen to him! He wouldn't know.
You've had your say. Well, what did you see?
It wasn't Garrett's fault. We were on watch when Britt just attacked him. Garrett had no choice but to fight back.
There isn't a man at the wall wouldn't sell his own mother for the right price. You two are up to something. Some deal you worked out. Or he's defending you for some reason I can't fathom.
That's impossible. Finn can't stand me. Because you're a fucking squire who thinks you're better than everyone.
Enough! Garrett killed a man of the watch. There's a price to be paid for that. Let's go. I knew it was a mistake to make you a ranger.
Frostfinger! What's to be done with him? We're heading to Cruster's.
You'll have to find someone else for your expedition. Your man here still has a lot to answer for. Now out of the way, Snow.
Give us a moment.
Then kiss him quick and be done with it.
Garrett, you told me there wouldn't be any trouble with Brit. What happened? I thought you were smarter than that, Garrett. I thought you were going to be by my side at Cruster's. But there's no coming back from this.
This isn't right. Brit's the murderer. Frostfinger has this all wrong.
Yet Brit's the one who's dead. You knew what your vows meant when you took the...
But John...
I'm sorry, Garrett. There's nothing more I can do. We're down a man, so keep your eyes open. Now let's move.
Seems even your mother's abandoned you. Won't be alone for long, though. The Axeman will find you soon enough.
Do you know how many men have stood before me with false tales of my dragons?
Desperate men, hoping for wealth, protection.
Liars, every one of them. And I expect
you are no different. You don't want to see what I do to liars.
Especially those who seek to waste my time.
Are you calling me a liar? You know nothing about me.
You're right. I don't know you.
Oh, shit.
Are you frightened? I thought you'd seen a dragon before. Your reaction says otherwise. Visceron. It's all right.
He's much smaller than the other one.
Would you like to touch him? Go ahead. Unless you are afraid. Of course, a man who has really faced a dragon before may have reason to be afraid. Go on.
Not a good idea, John.
I'm inclined to agree with her on this one.
I think I'd rather not.
You're smarter than you seem.
I don't think he likes me.
Then you were wise to keep your distance. You claim you saw Drogon. Give me a reason to believe you. I told you I've heard this story before. I'm going to need more than that.
You're asking for proof?
Will that be a problem?
We barely made it out of there alive.
And you're asking us to prove it?
What do you mean you barely made it out alive? What have you done to him? If you've hurt him...
Hurt him?
He attacked us.
Drogon wouldn't strike without reason. You must have scared him. He is not some kind of thoughtless beast. He's only a child.
Oh, a child who can breathe fire on whoever he likes.
You can try to justify it all you want, but the truth is, he's dangerous.
He's right.
Your tongue is dangerously sharp, sellsword. Why did you come here? You tell me lies about Drogon. To what end? You want gold? A title? My undying gratitude? What do you want from me, Asher Forrester?
With your permission, I want to hire a contingent of the Second Sons. I need them to help me fight for my family back in Westeros.
The Second Sons? Has your reason failed you?
Please, if...
I also came here looking for an army. But what I found were the cries of children and people suffering in chains while their masters profited from their misery. My sellswords will help me free the slaves of Meereen. That is their mission. Your need is not greater than theirs. These are people who have suffered for years without end.
What if we left after the liberation, once the slaves are free?
Once the slaves are free, I will sail back to Westeros and reclaim my crown. There is no after.
There must be something I can do to convince you.
As we speak, my men prepare to enter Meereen. What they are about to do is much bigger than you or I. Bigger than one family back in Westeros. So, unless you think you can storm Meereen and free all the slaves yourself, you have nothing more to offer me, Croft. You may leave.
That's it.
Your Grace.
See them out.
Beskar knows the city better than anyone, Your Grace.
What the hell, Asher?
Is this true?
Yes. I lived in Meereen for a time. On the eastern side of the city. Fucking bastard.
So you wish to accompany them? You'd help the Second Sons? Guide them into Meereen?
I can't, Asher.
This could be our only chance.
Is that what you're saying?
You're really considering this?
They could prove valuable.
Anything for you.
Within reason, of course.
Very well. You two will join Croft and his men. Get them into the city, help them liberate Meereen, and I will see that you are rewarded. But your uncle stays here. If I find you've lied or put my men in danger...
I understand.
Good. Croft will get you settled in. It's going to be a long night.
I told you I didn't want to go back to Meereen. What the hell was that?
What's the problem with you and Meereen, anyway?
It doesn't matter now, does it?
Beskar.
Get your armor patched up in here. Extra bedrolls if you need them. Piss buckets in the corner where it's always fucking been.
Long time since we had a piss bucket.
I spent 2 years trying to get where I am now. Don't fuck this up for me, Asher. Nail! We got 2 more!
It's not your leg that's the problem, Roderick. You've got to be practical. You want to take Griff down next time? You want to stop lying in the mud and letting people walk all over you?
You're speaking to your lord, Sir Royland.
He can fight his own battles.
You know why he had to stay down.
Next time I face Griff, it will be the last. I won't let him parade around my halls any longer.
I look forward to it, my lord. But you won't win a fair fight. You can't handle a sword like you used to. So find another advantage. Surprise your opponent. Do something unexpected.
Like what?
I'll show you. Come at me. Bring your opponent down to your level. When I attack you, drop down, avoid my blade, and swing at the back of my knees. Wait for me to attack.
Roderick!
Let's try it again.
Ha! Now that's how you do it.
I think you let me. Oh!
My lord, sorry to interrupt.
Elena?
She insisted on seeing you immediately.
Lady Elena, I hear we're to become sisters.
Talia. Roderick. Can I speak with you? Privately. You remember my little brother?
Quiver! Good gods, you've grown.
You could just call me Arthur now.
I hope you don't mind us coming unannounced. But something's happened. I didn't know what else to do. Maybe this was a bad idea.
Elena, the last thing I need right now is more trouble.
You just turned me away. After all we've been through. I need your help, Roderick. Lord Whitehill paid my father a visit at Rillwater Crossing. He told my father Griff had subdued you, and
that my sister would make a fine reward.
As if I'm some token to be handed around.
You mean?
He demanded I end our betrothal and marry his son, Griff, instead.
What?
Lud threatened my family. Told my father if he refused, we'd be slaughtered along with you.
Father acted the damn coward.
He agreed, Roderick. I am to marry Griff Whitehill. That arrogant, pig-eyed prick!
Griff sits in my great hall and acts like the king of bloody Westeros. You can't marry him.
Do you think I want to marry that disgusting pig? But my father won't listen. I'm not gonna be the bone they throw that howling dog. I'm not gonna be some prize for him to rip open. We have to get rid of him. I can't think of any other way. My father won't see reason. Lord Whitehill's made up his mind.
You'd murder a man to prevent your marriage. I know Griff is horrible, but to go that far...
You don't know what it's like, Roderick. You get to decide what you want to do and who you want to be. I'm expected to have my life decided for me.
You wouldn't have to do it yourself if you didn't want to. We have a way around that.
You brought your men.
I command Father's elite guard. These men are trained archers, swordsmen, experts in both ranged and close combat. They're yours, if you'll help us take down Griff.
The whole guard?
20 men. My father still thinks they're aboard a ship bound for the Reach. What do you have to lose, Roderick? Griff has been a nightmare for you and your house.
You can't have any reason to keep him around.
This could help both of us.
I have to decide what's best for my house.
I know that. I know this might sound mad, but it's the only way. Get rid of Griff, and you'll be free to use the guard however you like. You can finally take control of your house again. Please, promise me you'll do this.